Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Elden Ring Nightreign, let's have a look at my clear of a second unique night boss. This is Adel, the Gaping Jaw. And I'm using Ironeye. And then I went into the quest solo to begin, just to kind of get a lay of the land. And amazingly, I got into the boss itself, so I'm able to look at it before going into multiplayer. And then I do pretty well. We're here in the second phase already. Sky looks very cool. And then I have the relic to put the poison on the starting weapon, which is effective against this boss. It will, like, stun it, or maybe disable certain attacks, I don't know. But yeah, I think if I knew the boss's moveset better, then I could have gotten the clear here solo. I'm not seriously considering, solo runs in Nightreign, but maybe someday. And then it's the character skill, maybe it is, the one on the left, the triangle L2. It's a marking for the Ironeye here. You do this giant jump forwards, and then you hit the guy, and then you get an X on it, and you'll do extra damage there. It's great for the extra damage, but I was almost more using it for, like, dodging the iframes, because you get so many. I was able to dodge a bunch of attacks from this boss thanks to that. Okay, so we're defeated there. But I felt pretty good after that, so I went into multiplayer. And then I'm here teamed up with two Wilders. They were not very nice. I didn't feel the companionship here. They left me behind for most of the first day, and then when we were together, they would not res me until like the last second. And I also felt like they did not like that I was sticking with my starting bow. They kept like highlighting bows for me on the map, and then here they're dropping what is it? The smithing stones +2. To upgrade another weapon. I ignored them, and I stayed with my starting bow. But again, for the poison, because it's good against the boss. But, despite me being shunned, I got to level 12, I think we're all level 12, and then we'll get the clear here, so that's cool. Oh, and I did pick up these Adel stars, that mace, or that flail. I dropped it for that one Wilder, and he picked it up, so I think that was a big key to our success, because it's a very good weapon. And then, at the end of the video, I want to talk about the costumes that you unlock for defeating two unique Nightlords. That was a big kind of source of motivation for me to keep continuing in those first 20 hours when I was just losing and losing and losing. That, and then like the remembrances, the stories for the characters. Finally, now I am getting some progression in those aspects. Okay, so first I did the marking, so I put the X on the boss, and then I did the ultimate for some damage and maybe some stagger. And then I'm going to use R2, because then Ironeye will shoot 3 arrows, so that'll be a quicker status buildup. So he's got the poison, so he's got some kind of handicap on him. And then the two Wilders, they want to be close. Yeah, we can see the weapon skill from Adel stars there. Lots of stagger, that's good. Or at least I had a lot of stagger in base Elden Ring. Alright, and we're in phase 2 already. I'm going to run away from this explosion. And then I'm going to try to dodge between the waves of the gravity magic, I think it is. Alright. I tried the marking again, but I missed. But that charges up very quickly, so I can use it again soon. Yeah. But yeah, that was a big ol' like shockwave from the boss. Didn't do a lot of damage to me, so One thing that I hear a lot about, you know, like the strengths and weaknesses of different characters is like people like Ironeye or Revenant are squishy with low HP. But I haven't really run into that as a real problem. I think if you're decent, you know, at dodging and then maintaining your distance, then it's not that big a deal. You don't get one-punched very often. But then, you know, you go through the days, you pick up the buffs for, like, you know, more HP, or, like, damage mitigation, or, like, talismans and things. And those can help a lot. Alright, one of the Ironeyes, one of the Wilders went down, so I'll try to revive him. Alright, but instead I will go down, rolling right into the shockwave. Alright, let's see if they res me this time. Okay, they do, thank God. Alright, another explosion, another super wave. Let's try to dodge this. Okay, good. Alright, I have my ultimate up. Let's use that. Alright, and that's it. Very cool. Alright, there's our results. Oh, I didn't kill the least number of guys, so that's something. But yeah, another bow I never used with the bleed. Improved item discovery, that's nice. And then projectile damage drop-off reduced. That's important for Ironeye. And then my one talisman was the physical damage reduction, so yeah. Pretty good. Alright, and then we beat the two unique Nightlords, so we'll unlock the dresser, where we can change our costume. Very excited about this. I'll give quick fashion reviews here, style checks. And then, spoiler alert, I don't buy it in this video, but I do get the costume for Ironeye. Everybody has a dawn and a darkness. I ended up getting this one. I like the Robin Hood hat, and I like the kind of the half cape in the back. Yeah, so there's the basic one. I like this hat more than like the hood of the default one. And then here's the darkness one. This one's cool too. Kind of a long robe. I like the half cape. Alright, here's Guardian. Dawn looks very kind of like a cleric, you know, like a classic D&D archetype. Which matches with the shield and, you know, the white and all that. Darkness has the spiky head and the red eyes. That's pretty cool. Maybe like chainmail around his shoulders. The Wilder costumes I'm the least impressed with. They don't seem that different from the default. But the variations in the helmet are kind of cool. Like the wings or the horns or whatever go in different directions, or yeah. And then Duchess. She has kind of a like a Spellblade or a Three Musketeers look there. And then here she has her hair in a bun. I like that look. And then Raider, his costumes are pretty hilarious. This is awesome with a giant, like, mane of hair. Make him look even larger. And this is amazing. Is that like a hippo or something? But yeah, that's kind of a demonstration of FromSoft's sense of humor. And then Revenant, I like the base costume a lot. And then the Dawn version is not that different, so I don't know if I would get this immediately. But the Darkness version is very cool. Very funereal. The braids. The see-through veil in the back. Pretty cool. Recluse. Kind of an understated Dawn version. I like that. And then the Darkness version has super long hair. Pretty cool. I don't know, I never play her though. And then Executor, I don't play a lot either, but I just love this costume so much. I like the hair, I like the coloring, and then the Darkness version is very cool too. Kind of savage looking. But yeah, I do end up going for the Ironeye costume, so maybe I am an Ironeye main at this point. That'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.